Things only one cut. Shit hit different on the wake up. Fake don't feel all different in their guts. Figure out how to sniff a brick, drunk tears in the rain. Hot name from a lane. Coke in a slang, nigga. Cradle to the graveyard. Brave in the city yard. Truth is the knife if your life is a sentence. Jail shit can't kill able like a menace. God is the light at the end of a pipe, nigga. Sticks on the boxes, ricks on the foxes. 17 shots. Word to the Molly nigga, doggone fixes. The words to the project, jump over fences. The devil eat Christians. I am a dead man, my life was
peace and love. Peace and love. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me clear, cause I turned the AC off to talk to you. I don't want you to not hear me. So I miss the time when I used to do more lives. A lot of people have put up the old lives, and a lot of those lives were I'm not going to over embellish or nothing. They come from a time that was very interesting to me, back when it was around COVID times. And I used to do a lot of lives because I used to know I had engagement from people, and I knew it was people there searching for something, searching for answers in a space they was unsure of. You know, a lot of people didn't know if they was going to have meaningful employment or if the world was going to end. So a lot of bonds were created at that time period. And one of the things that I did that I knew that I had to do because I didn't have no other choice was that I didn't want to create affinity fraud with the people who were paying attention or tapping in. You know, I didn't want to have a group of people gathering around my words looking to validate their fears, you know? So over the course of when 2024, you know, I've been doing various things in the arts for quite some time, and even in the realm of, you know, teaching and educating people for quite some time. And you see various little overlapping things and little interesting things, you know, have occurred. So one of the most interesting things that I know for certain is that I've seen over a course of years that my import or what I have to offer has transformed in service of the new concerns of the populace and the people who are paying attention to what it is that I have to offer. So, in my original reason for even, you know, sharing myself with the world, it was under the auspice of me imparting to people about a particular branch of thought considered mysticism, that no one was teaching consistently. Not going to say that there weren't people who were not introducing people to themes dealing with Kabbalah, but I said I want to make an impact in this space that I acknowledged that had an effect and an overwhelming, uh, you know, uh, uh, influence on me in a meaningful way that would give people who look like me an opportunity to embark upon understanding while speaking English about a branch of religious mysticism that is responsible for the fabric of the very religions that we participate with and in right now. That was my goal. So, you know how things go. It could start out one way and end up another kind of way, right? So I found that I had, because of the level of acumen that I had pertaining to the subject, that I had real serious interest, but I mean real serious interest, not topical interest from a lot of people. I had serious interest from a particular group of people. And that particular group of people, we have been, and when I say we, I'm saying this because it's a very organic group of people. We have been having a dialogue, and sometimes the group grows, sometimes it collapses. Not collapse in a negative manner, but it's sometimes the numbers shrink as people, you get what you go and then you move on to your next vocation in your spirit and your journey, because the game and the journey is not to have people be students of a lifetime, is to inspire people to be teachers, to inspire others forever, right? So when we got into it, I seen that I had captured the minds of I could not exceed the mass of awareness in the group of people. So I found that there was a cap that I said, oh, I've discovered all of them that know what I'm talking about. And then now we started speaking. And then I noticed that that was a sustainable environment for teaching. And then I never looked to fill up a huge room with me, because I knew it wasn't ready for that yet. I knew it wasn't ready for that yet. Then I probably had to, personally, on a personal level, had to embark on the path of learning more. If you do want to encounter large crowds of people and you want to do this for business purposes, then there are things you have to do that. So then I embarked upon this journey after I had reached the level of telling everybody what they could accept or learn at the time. I said, let me start facilitating other people messages. And I found that I could make more money telling other people about other people's message. And I said, this is the most beautiful space in the world to be in, to know all that I know, but be able to facilitate the messages of other people. Then I found that these people are very significant and important for their message, and that their message has to be known. And I want people to know about them. And I want to also reach back to my teachers. That was my greatest goal, to show that I have the ability to reach back from my teachers and bring my teachers for pay to the community so that they can demonstrate their great level of prowess regarding the things that I know have changed my life, right? So my life has changed from, I'm still working on myself. I promise you, I'm still working on myself, as we all should be. But I've come a long way, because I know for a fact I've come a long way, because I promise you, when I was a young person, I did not even know that I was alive. And it took me years to acknowledge what I just said, and I hope this don't go over your head. You can be living and not know that you are alive, because you don't know the mechanics and the various things that's being placed in order for you to even exist. And if you don't acknowledge them, or you don't know your connection to them, you don't even know that you're alive. So I learned over time that, yo, brother, you alive. And being alive, you have an ability to make decisions, King. And you can transform the nature of your reality and transform your future based off of a keen set of decision making. So I said, why not do this? Why not transform yourself? So I did it. So now, in the course of me in the journey of that, of course, the human ebb and flow of life, we go ups and downs. And then you see the texture of people and their character when you're around them. And then you can see what somebody went through by the kindness that they have for you. Or if they don't have kindness, maybe they didn't have enough for themselves, so they don't know how to offer it, right? So what happens is your journey in life, basically, you're all teachers, man. All of you are teachers. Every experience you have with every human being you encounter, you are teaching them or imparting something to them, right? So the goal in this life on a very fundamental level is that if I say that I love you and I love myself, there's something that I have to put in that order of operation, right? In order for me to have the facilities and the components to love you, I would have to have a honor and love for oneself where I know. I say, you know what? I have to do this and that in order for me to be around you, right? So once I encounter this reality that we are symbiotic in that function, that if I'm good, you good. If you good, I'm good. But if I'm in an environment, and this is what used to get me in trouble, if we both bad and we off the chain and you tripping, I'm tripping, we finna trip together. You feel me? And I'm like this, and I'm like, no, I have a value. So one of the things, and the greatest things that ever happened to me is my mother. And anybody say otherwise about their experience on earth, the only reason why you here is because of your mama and them, for real. And I know some of you get frustrated. You get frustrated and you get mad sometime when you see imbalances in the world around you. But I want to tell you something. All of you have the capacity to honor something. And in your ability to honor something, you can also do something very significant. You can begin to honor other people and honor yourself in the process. And then you have a symbiotic response with the cosmos. The cosmos is going to start honoring you because you're honoring the children of the cosmos. You're honoring the children that the cosmos made to participate in the world with you, right? So and the reason why you speak it to me is because I have a keen interest, because I have to, and I shout out to every nationality of everybody on the planet. I'm very fortunate to be an African American. I'm very fortunate to be an African American born in 1974. I saw a lot of things culminate. I see a lot of people transform, and I see your peoples transform, and your people see my peoples transform. And as a grown ass man about to be 50 years old, I'm in the business of trying to articulate, almost like an anthropologist, why do we do particular or function in certain ways. And if you have a knowledge of these things, you can be able to navigate in the world very efficiently without obstacles. So I feel like this, if you understand what I'm saying, take heed to what I'm saying, what I'm about to say. I'm gamed up. I'm a player. I'm gamed up and I'm a player. I learned how to stop going to the joint by paying attention and taking a pulse to the better side of history. I'm telling you. I'm like this. You ain't finna tell me that I ain't what I say I am. I'm the player. This is my movie. I wrote the movie. I wrote myself in the script as the winner in the film. I go to sleep every night. I wouldn't give a damn what type of day I had. I'm going to sleep like this, with me as the winner in the narrative. And I've been able to stay out of people's way doing this. I've been able to make it so that I'm a true friend to who is a friend to me. There's a litany of people who know me and know that this is a very factual thing. There's no escaping my ability to have wisdom and understanding and a plethora of knowledge pertaining to very important and crucial things that can add life to you. And people seek me when they're in their wisdom and they have the ability to do so and show and say thank you. They seek me out for help. You heard? And that's a blessing. And I truly appreciate and I love that. And I encourage you to be able to do the same thing. For anybody that gets around me, we finna learn something. You heard? I promise you. So I seen, because I'm doing a lot. I got an awesome book that I want to transform the 3 bodies of work in the Dog Star series to a final version and present that with some amazing grammar and some notes and maybe an index to end that narrative and offer it as a one piece to, close that, because there's a lot of smaller books that I want to compose as I go into the year 50. I'm not going to be really on the internet like that, doing all of this and being seen. I have to do work because I think that I'm very intelligent. I'm under the impression that I'm brilliant. You feel me? So I'm like, my next play, or what I want to talk about, past that is, let me digress back to what I wanted to say. I really don't have a lot of time to stay on point with everything, but I'm very blessed to have my folks. And they put me on and stuff and they tell me, pay attention to this because they know, look at this. Some stuff I pay attention to, some stuff goes over my head. Some stuff I'm like, yeah, this is a good one, right? And Terrence Howard, you are going through right now, you're a genius and a legend, Terrence Howard. You are going through what the early mystics went through in the face of the rationalists in their era, or those who did not loan support to the fact that the scientific world is a child of the mystic world. The scientific world that we occupy presently comes out of the mind of the mystic. And when you say the word astrophysicist to niggas that, to a nigga that was born in the modern era with no, music programs in their school, if your earliest memories is sitting up playing Nintendo, and that's the most you got out of life, I don't think, out of your early years, I don't think you understand that when somebody says a term like astrophysicist to you, it shouldn't get you, you shouldn't start breaking out in sweats and start getting uncomfortable. Your black ass, you know everything because you is the most mystical, you the most religious and mystical Negro in the hemisphere of the North Americas. You heard? Your preoccupation with superstition and stuff, you have license, you should have license to understand what I'm saying, real, right? You should understand totally what I mean when I say that the mysticism that runs as the lifeblood through the streams in the body of religion. If religion was a body, its body is maintained from the lifeblood of mysticism. Mysticism comes from the mind of the initiated people. So we having a very elaborate experience right here in the Americas. We're running around with devices in our pocket. We's the most religious people in the world. You can't tell my people that Jesus ain't coming back, that Moses split Red Seas, that Your folks in them ride on donkeys to heaven. Can't nobody tell y'all nothing. But when somebody tell you that a group of hill-dwelling people in Mali are the greatest astrophysicists ever in the entire world of astrophysicism, since they've been astrophysicizing, Africans have been in front of the conversation, and the African never needed to be validated ever on the Joe Rogan podcast. Shout out to Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, you a legend for having that brother up there. But I want my students and people who know what my intent is with this is to empower people. And I want you to know that astrophysicists are almost like a fringe group that just got accepted by physicists. They said their work used to be clumsy, and then their work was too ambiguous. So all of a sudden, when we have our mystic brother comes on the thing, they gotta go get one of they masters of the most nebulous shit in the world and try to fact check an African mind. You can't fact check an African mind, because this is the first flaw in all of Eurocentric psychology pertaining to trying to quantify. You can feel me getting warmed up, right? You know the brother Rashid shit about to come out, right? Right? You with it? You ready? Okay. So you know the quantifiable aspect of the universe has to be dominated by the Eurocentric mind, because he's still trying to figure out his origins when we've been known our origin does not come from a zero. He is the one that uses a zero but does not understand what nothing is. He don't understand what nothing is. You see? So in his journey to always constantly find quantifiable connections through what he terms nature, not knowing nature is God, if he can't see it, he won't speak on it. If he don't speak on it, he won't honor it. But you and I know that there's such thing called sentimentality and spiritual sentiments that transcend even our awareness. Many of us are recipients of ancient modalities. Of many of your talents that you got ain't just from you. This been your ancestors and your DNA and RNA been refining your crafts for aeons. So you don't go up there, you don't go and spit mystical sciences to the priesthood of westernized science and expect anything else for them to, in a very way, all my descriptions that were coming to me were very correct, that they was condescending and they was being assholes and telling my brother not to teach. But I'm gonna give y'all a modern example, and they niggas do this to me. I'm not supposed to tell you that there's something wrong with you believing in Jesus, believing in the Torahs and religious books, but all the religious books say that you're cursed. Nobody has caught up to what I'm saying. Everybody wants to be a Hebrew this and a Hebrew that, and that comes from an aspect of white supremacy. You desire to be in a book to validate yourself and to negate yourself from the lineage of the Americas and to negate yourself from the lineage of the cosmos that bequeathed you with everything that you already needed. You're afraid of the Congo, you're afraid of Nigeria, and then you sitting up on the internet mad. Niggas activating old fake pages from 2012 because you mad, you raw about shit. You got the wrong shit on your mind. You heard? The wrong shit on your mind. Wrong shit on your mind, but it's never gonna make you shit hating and worrying about humans. Your ass is crazy than a motherfucker worrying about humans. I promise you. So there's this I want to say he was born in like 1882. He's supposed to be the greatest astrophysicist of all the astrophysicists, the god he's the god, he's the final boss of the Pilgrims astrophysicist, born in the late 1800s. You know he's a racist. Died in 1944. He's one of the people, Eddington is the name. He's one of the people that said Einstein was smart. So Eddington, one of his contemporaries, was a Kushite, an Indian Kushite legacy. You heard? And they named the telescope after him for shitting on him. For years, they were shitting on him. The Pilgrims was said that he had academic buffoonery, that he was employing academic buffoonery because he placed a limit on the white dwarf star. The white dwarf star. It's called Chandrasekhar limits. Study astrophysicists. So, let me tell you something about astrophysicists. Do not let the Pilgrims spin you and make you think that they smarter than you. For real. The term astrophysicist is damn near the same as sociologist to a nigga that got a psychology degree. If I got a psychology degree and you got a degree in sociology, just because we got ologies at the end of the shit don't mean that we both the same smart. Your ass is crazy. You're on the fringes of physics, man. And the greatest contributions to physics has always been the African mind. Ibn Buni, Al-Buni, Ibn Barun. The greatest contribution to Western civilization has been the African Islamic mind. And then when it got entrenched in, I guess, monetary concerns or the slave trade with the Western Africans, the momentum and then the expulsion and then the stealing of all of your little nuggets turned into a bunch of little cheap, little raggedy, like poorly made chains that everybody was wearing and calling themselves civilized with your nuggets, your little small pieces of stuff. You feel me? So the Chandra limit, how did he know that white dwarfs have a limit of 1.44 the mass of our sun? Because what? Indish Kush, do you know his civilization, where he's from? Do you know the preoccupation of the things that they are talking about? Do you know the accomplishments of the modern contemporary times? Go to MIT, go to Massachusetts, go to Boston, and go see who's coming home or leaving the city of Boston when it's time for students to go home. And you can tell who has a preoccupation with goddamn math. Mathematics of the highest order. Because what? They have spiritual traditions in them long names. Chandrasekhar is his last name. He has a whole first name. Chandrasekhar, you are a legend. They told him that they didn't want him lecturing in Harvard. They told him they didn't want him lecturing in Cambridge because he was too dark. They made him go lecture in another part of the building in the 60s. You heard? They said all of his scientific findings wasn't shit. And then in 1983, the man came over here in 1930-something. The man already took Fermi's work and advanced it. He did so much stuff. They waited to 1983 to give him the Nobel Prize, 40 years after the death of his detractor, his major detractor, that took his work, his findings, went to Harvard and said that he had intellectual buffoonery going on. You understand? You feel me? So, Terrence Howard, you're a legend. The stuff that you said can be understood through the African mind, knowing that the African mind knows that we don't come from nothing. Everything that we contemplate is here. So there's an order of operation that we account for. And then when we express, and then there's another thing about, see, numbers were sacred to us. I promise you, if you go contact, if you want to know about future events and turn yourself into a time machine, you're going to have to go speak to Oba, or you're going to have to go speak to Ra'aku. And go ask them, you're going to have to become a student of Ra'aku to understand the numbers that he's finna give you to tell you how to delineate time and how to project your perception linearly through fractions and through whatnot to get to a localized region about this moment. This is going to happen. To deal with Oba and talk numbers with him, you would have to be initiated in them numbers. He knows numbers he can see sequences and numbers and know immediately the omen and what it means and how it equates to you in real time, in the moment. That's the mathematics that we employ. You heard? So our mathematics is not known to them, Brother Terrence Howard. Our mathematics is not known to that mind. That mind does not know how to quantify, qualify high levels. See, now, niggas put me up on the internet with all of these lives years ago. Let's see who puts this up on the live. Niggas put me up with them raggedy-ass lives. Niggas liked it, them lives, because I was over drunk. You liked it that all that shit sounded like I'm mad at somebody. To show you how you could think you successful in something, but you really not. People dislike you when you down bad and you fucked off, for real. And ain't nobody gonna tap in and say, hey man, you know what? Are you okay, King? You all right? We love you. Thank you for teaching me this. Fool, this how you do people. You see somebody doing some shit and they digress, and then you bring them back. You hold them back in if you fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? For real. So I appreciate y'all for even listening, and I appreciate the and I got hip to and win of this concept with the Terrence Howard thing. Shout out to Brother Rich and Blue Pill for their demonstration on it the other day, which is very important. You heard? Very important dialogue, for real. So your spirituality acts as a metric system, and your spirituality dealt with the observation of time cycles and acknowledging omens and reading the signs that are prevalent around you. Also, you have a whole branch of religion of observation that's dealt solely with monitoring and just looking at animals, looking at their behavior. And why do you think that over time, you equated dogs to death? Why do dogs are equated to death in your cosmologies? These are the things you're supposed to be thinking about. Maybe because dogs bury things, you heard? And go unbury them when they want to go back. Therefore, dogs got to be in scenes that deal with resurrection of something. And they also represent celestial occurrences where the star comes back to its home. Just like the same way the magnetic field of a dog. And you know this. How do dogs orient themselves? You ever seen a dog right before it piss? I bet you if you're a dog owner, right? If you're a true dog owner and you watched and monitor your dog when your dog shits or pisses, your dog only shits or pisses according to a magnetic field. They just will not shit or piss in any particular area. They have to stand up, do that dance, that stupid shit, ground themselves, and then after they do it, they start kicking. Some dogs start kicking that shit back at your dumbass. For real. And I'm going to tell you something. It's my Islamic background that has psychologically affected my desire to want to own a dog. Shout out to people who own dogs, right? But pay attention. In various religious constructs, Dogs have precedence. In some instances, they're not supposed to be in your house. They say that God don't answer prayers in the house where a dog is at. Angels won't come into a house where dogs is at to answer prayers. You need to think about that if you are one who calls on the or needs the assistance of angels. Think about that. You heard? Think about that. Quantify that into your system of belief and use it as a metric for your spirituality. For real. Some people own dogs. Some people on farms, they require it. They need it. The dog has some significance, and dogs fend off things on different... It's so many elements to involve, but the point is that we are here to observe. Through our observation, do we have our findings? You feel me? Do we have our findings? So, how did Chandra Sekhar know that the white dwarf, don't let that go over your head, and the pilgrims was hating him? Please go study this. Go look at how much they was hating on him because he was black. How they was shitting on him in Europe. You heard? Because he was black. And then when he came to the University of Chicago, they was shitting on him because he was black. They was hiding his papers. Then he was just so determined with his brilliance, he just kept going. And then now, they named the illest telescope after him. He's the one that figured out when to predict the occurrence or where will or shall a black hole appear. You heard? Only blackness can do that. Through a space and a metric and a quantifiable factors, that your numbers in your Western mind can't even quantify. You can't even fathom what the fuck is going on. You don't even know. But you don't even know that you don't even know. The manner of condescension that they was getting at the homie with, yeah, please just don't teach. Yeah. And then what's his name? Degrassi Tyson. You an astrophysicist for them pilgrims, man. That shit sounds slick. For real. Let me hold something. For real. I'm not convinced about nothing. I don't give a fuck about what nobody talk about. My whole shit is let me hold something for the hoes get you. That's my shit. For real. You got something to offer. You're brilliant. Yeah, you're on TV. Yeah, you lit, huh? Let me hold something. For real. Because we doing real work over here in this area. That's cool. It's fine. Boom. You know what? I love you, brother. You talk about Apophis. The 2029. That shit you said is going down. Y'all niggas ready for 2029? Shout out to Grassy Tyson. When the Bronx is in the house. Oh my God, Danger. He's in front of BX. Cool. But the way y'all trying to play with my son, Terrence, you heard? Terrence come up there with his hair braided. You know a sister did that. One of them sisters. She was like this. Nah, my son had the motherfucking the flower of life in his motherfucking braids up there with the pilgrims. Like this. The pilgrims sitting up there, quantum 1 + 1 is 1 + 1 is 2. Boo 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 boo. Let me tell you this. I'm starting to get stupid. I think I gotta eat something. I'm sorry, because I start going. My bad. I'm sorry. I gotta go eat something. I gotta go eat. I promise you I'm not clowning you or us or the process. For real. I love you. That's my son.com. AA Rashid, $ AA Rashid art. You know. And the other day, I think I hurt somebody's feelings because I started talking about the Bible. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I hurt your feelings because when I start talking about the Bible, it start making you think about your mama. It make you think about your mama and them and the preacher that's in you. You got a preacher in you, and then you don't want to go against the origins of your makeup. You heard? So if you don't understand where I'm coming from, my apologies to you for making you feel like a sucker. You heard? Because that's not my goal. It's not to make you feel like a sucker. I want to empower you. For real. I want you to be empowered and feel like beyond God. You're a titan. You heard? For real. God is kindergarten work. We are doing the work of the titans. You heard? Promise you. So somebody said, well, why would you charge for what you know? I promise you, I know, don't let this go over your head, I promise you, I know that I could make a living teaching for free. But it will only be with a type of people who have everything that they already need, and they don't have to ask me one question. But as soon as you have to ask me one question, with all due respect, you should respect my process. And you should be like this, how much do this cost, King? For real. And I'm going to tell you something. This is not a lie. This is a true fact. This is an astro fact. You could go ask my astro friends, nigga, about me and my import. I am a good luck charm to whoever honor and respect me as a friend. I am a friend to a friend of me. I promise you. Anybody that fuck with me wins. You're winning. You're winning. You're won. You have won. All you got to do is acknowledge that we're in a symbiotic, reciprocitous universe, and that what I say might be right, but I'm trying to become right. But what I say be right the most of the time. I promise you. Serious. For real. And, I lived a lot of different lives. I've been in a space where you gotta put your lights out to let knuckle dragging niggas have a say in the world. I figured out who the fuck wants to hang out with knuckle dragging niggas for the rest of their life. I'm not no real nigga, man. You could be a real nigga, man. I'm not doing that. You got me fucked up. I'm finna be 50 years old. I'm interested in some deep shit, bro. I want to know how Chandra knew to the pilgrims and why they was shitting on him and tried to tell him he was crazy. But he said that white dwarfs, don't let this go over your fucking head, white dwarf stars, dying white dwarf stars cannot exceed the power of 1.44, the mass of our sun. And I'm going to leave you like this. This shit is simple. You remember, what's that shit? Public broadcasting system. You over 40 people, if you smart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do 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 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that went way over niggas' heads. Boom. Then I'm going to hit you with another one. Somebody send Terrence Howard. Get them pilgrims back up there to Joe Rogan and tell them to explain to me if 1 times 1 ain't 1, like 2, like you whatever. Tell them, explain to me why 2 plus 2 is 4 and why 2 times 2 is 4. Let's study. Fuck that. Tell me that. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm sorry. I started acting stupid again. I'm hungry. I gotta eat. I'm finna go make me something to eat. Is that cool with y'all? For real. Oh, man. You miss me? I miss you, man. I ain't spoke to you in a minute. We ain't did one of these in a minute. Born you a legend. For real. Promise. Philly in the house. For real. Oh, man. Yeah, Crown. Yeah, I need that. Crown the King 7. It's a fact. Natural fact. Yeah, I'm crying. I'm crying. I'm so hungry. I'm crying. But I'm hungry. For real. For real. Yeah, I miss speaking to y'all and not speaking to y'all from no affinity fraud shit, man. I'm not sitting up saying, look, we not losing nothing. Ain't nobody got shit on us. Can't nobody do shit to us. It's impossible for us to lose something. How can we lose when we in the subtotal of everything that is great in the known universe can be seen when we go to the mirror? Come on. You got me fucked up. We could talk like this forever. Too. For real. Everybody acting like the pilgrims, they all think they know everything. All that shit come from us. For real. All come from us. I already know all that. Yo, that's the flyest thing ever. That's my enjoyment. I love this. Going into the bookstore, and when the people see us come in the bookstore, ask us, "Are you looking for anything in particular?" And I'll be like, I used to be like, "What? I'm grown." I'm like, "No, thank you. I can navigate my way through the bookshelves anywhere." And just the sheer fact that people are under the impression that they're so satisfied and so happy that you're so religious because you're in that bondage of religion. You will never question the fact that in all those books it says that God, the God of this planet that expresses itself through books, 3 of them in fact, says that you are cursed because of the color of your skin, and you have never questioned that. But you are a celebrity worshiper. You love, not you, not us, these niggas. They love celebrities. They love bad shit happening to celebrities. They love bad shit happening to anybody that look like them. They just love it. They cannot get over it. Boom. And then I'm like this. Wow. I should teach for free, huh? Well, I would, only to those who have all the sustenance in the world for us. I would teach for free because then I would have to, because then I would be sustained. But as long as I can't do that, you can't ask me. You can't ask me no questions and want me to teach for free. You got me fucked up, please. For real. Come on, brother. Serious. Most religious people don't even. Yeah. For real. For real. For real. Oh, man. So, peace and love. AA. Rashid Art. Cash App. For real. Ooh, I'm hungry as a hostage. I'm about to get me something to eat, man. For real. But I hope I said something empowering to you. And study our brother Chandra Sakar. He is so India used to be called Eastern Ethiopia, right? Before white supremacy called India used to be called Eastern Ethiopia. They are extensions of the mighty Kushite Empire. You understand? Their preoccupation with the caste system comes from a North African contextualization. For real. For real. A lot of y'all love Egypt, but y'all would never be in no Egypt society. Egypt wouldn't even fuck with a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all love Egypt because you scared of Africa. You don't want to become initiated in nothing, and you want to be a vegan, and you don't want to be an Egyptian king. The Egyptian kings used to go. The Egyptian kings was beasts. Them niggas go like this. You know what? I'm gonna be hungry than a motherfucker, like I am right now. When I get to the afterlife, nigga, I'm gonna be so hungry. I'm gonna need you niggas to go get me 144 motherfucking calves. Clean them bitches up, cook them up, put all them niggas in the thing with me. I'm finna go into this into the tomb right now, nigga. Like this, boom, and live forever. I got mad shit that I got my gold, got all my shit, boom. I got my pictures and shit on the wall, nigga, and my organs and all these new little. Just in case I want to come back, I just come back. That's how you used to do. But you niggas now, you was an impossible Egyptian. You an impossible Egyptian, nigga. You an impossible Egyptian, son. You an impossible Egyptian. you impossible Egyptian ass nigga. Yo, you impossible Egyptian. Go up there. I dare you go up there to Egypt and tell them Egyptian niggas in the pyramids and all that running, you trying to take your money. Tell them that the black. This is black. We black. We did this. Tell them niggas about the pyramids over here. They're going to be like, whatever, son. Whatever. Just give me money. Just give me money and they freestyle on you. Freestyle on you. You in a religious book, son. You're bugging. You in a book, you say that God, mad at y'all went to church when y'all was little. Shout out to Auntie. I went to my auntie church when I was little. Shout out to that church on Ralph Avenue and Fulton Street. Legendary church. Beautiful. Right? But me and my aunt go to the church for a vibe. For real. I never see so much. I'm not sitting up with around no nigga sitting up proselytizing historicity through a biblical text in English. Y'all niggas are insane. Running around talking about you some type of this and that and don't even know how to read the language that the shit is in. Don't even know the Hebrew alphabet, nigga. You don't even know the Hebrew alphabet. And then you don't know nothing about magic, nigga. You niggas is in a spell, boy. A spell. The same verse that speak about the woman eating the apple, cursing humanity, is the same equivalent of the verse saying that your black, biblical, ancient, ancestral cousin seen his daddy naked, so now all niggas is cursed. Then I see you niggas is happy that y'all love y'all some Mormons, huh? You love taking pictures with the pilgrims in the ghetto, because the pilgrims is like this. They don't know shit. They just running around with beliefs and willy-nilly. All they got to do is put on a fucking tie and a white shirt, and they the most safest nigga in your ghetto. You walk outside, your kids, you and all that, them niggas got smoke for you. But here come the pilgrims. They could come play basketball in your hood and do all type of shit. Come in your house, eat your grits and all of that. And they believe that the Negro are descendants of angels that got casted out from heaven from disrespecting God. You heard? Even Freemasonry. And niggas get all funny with that. That's the fourth religion. They saying to be a real Mason, your ass got to be a white male. A white man. And then y'all go into the, oh no, that's not what he mean. That's not what he mean. He means the purity. Okay, we can play the game. Okay, fuck it. Just to keep the game going. Okay. Yeah, it's cool. No, let's get back in game. Let me add this before I leave, though. I'm going to go like this to y'all. I'm going to go like this. This is another way to play the game, right? This is another way to play the game. It's only 73 of us here. 70. Three niggas left. Three niggas is just finished. They finished with us. Boom, they left. Bye, nigga. Right? Get your dumb ass out of here. So, this what happens. We surrounded by religious people. As a result of knowing this, go back to your player. You a fucking player. You ain't, your mama and them ain't raised you to come outside to be proselytizing and telling everybody to cross at the green, not in between. Mind your motherfucking business and keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Like this. Let them do as they do. Go. Let the blind lead the blind, nigga. Yeah. You hip a lame, you spoil the game. Everything ain't for everybody. What we teach in here in this small circle is to protect those who have the acumen, the awareness, and the ability to ascertain what it is that we even talking about. For real, for real. Because I don't want everybody to know what we know. Nigga, we wouldn't be unique, beautiful motherfuckers as we is. You crazy? Do you know the glory of knowing this universal brotherhood? That when I see you, you see me, and you know we could just build on the subject topics like this. Boom. But when we get around squares, it's praise him. Praise him. Praise him. Praise him. Yes, he is king. Jesus is king. Jesus is king. Nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yes. Yes, Jesus is king. Yes. I'm in the game. For real. Crazy. Everything ain't for everybody. Yeah. That's for us. Everything ain't for everybody, but this is for us. Yeah. Jesus don't exist, nigga. Anybody that believes Jesus exists is a little boy, little girl. You a peon. Go sit your ass in that kindergarten class and take you a nap. Remember naps when you was in school? Go take you a nap, and the teacher gonna have you a snack at snack time when your parents come pick you up and take your little ass home, get you ready for Santa Claus, okay? Okay? Okay, baby. Little baby. He's a little baby. You wait for the tooth fairy. Do I look like the tooth fairy fuck with me? Yeah? Yeah? Weirdo. I'm hungry. I'm starting to get stupid. Ooh, I'm sorry. 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 I apologize. 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 For real. So everything ain't for everybody. For real. And yeah, that's our brothers. Yep. Yep. Give him the greeting. The greeting. Give him the same greeting and add on to the greeting when you see him. Yes. And bestow upon him all of the etiquette associated with the narrative. You heard? Yes. For real. But you're not going to do no impulsive shit on me. You're not finna be telling me no deity is finna do shit for me. That told me in the book that I can't do what my African ancestors did. Get your dumb ass out of here. Y'all tripping. Crazy. Nowhere in the Bible can you go make no offering to your ancestors. But then in my books, I show you where actually it is that they say to do that, but it's so hidden and so under these narratives because, you became religious as a part of your enslavement. For real. This is why you get fresh on Sunday. For real. This is why you raise your hands up in church like this. Like you about to feel the ghost and feel like you got to go run. Because your ass had to ask permission to leave to go use the bathroom. That's why you was raising your hands up like this. Oh! A lot of y'all had to use the bathroom. You heard? Cultural morphology, this transforms into all this praise dancing. Your ass had to use the bathroom. You heard? For real. So, okay. Okay, become an anthropologist and, and I wish you the very best, man, on your book. For real. I wish you the best on your book. For real. For real. And I hope people down there I hope they love you where you from. You heard, and I hope you're able to take care of your family and your mamas and them for real, for real, for real. Oh man, woo! I done smoked myself hungry. I'm hungry as a hostage now. What should I? What should I? I think I'm gonna go. I'm on a budget. I'm finna be man conservative, Mister Conservative. I had to tap in with my astrologer. My shit. He told me my shit. When my shit kicking in right now. Goddamn, I got to be woo, woo, nigga. Watch though, for real. But if you accept what I'm about to tell you and you understand what I mean when I say this, and you know that I can't say this without it being a strive towards myself. When I say I love you, I really mean it because in saying I love you, looking at myself in the thing and I'm talking to you and I'm spending my time speaking to you, in order for me to love you, I have to adequately try each day I can and achieve the ability to love myself. So in this reciprocity, this mirror, we looking at each other, and I wish you the best. The rest of the day is beautiful and fruitful. And over this holiday weekend, because niggas is going to be outside bugging, drinking alcohol, and smoking this bullshit ass weed out here. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the reefer out here. This shit is trash. So all that alcohol and bullshit weed, you're going to have to be around people who respect you, family, for real. Brothers and sisters, and the sisters too, for real. You got children, tell your children, you going to go outside, hang out with your friends, make sure you with people that respect you, for real. That ain't going to have you looking stupid crashing out, for real. Promise you, man. I promise. Have fun with your family. Have fun with your folks, but only be with people that respect you, man. For real. For real. For real. And stop drinking that cheap ass fucking dark liquor, man. Fuck out of here. You niggas drinking dark liquor in the pint. The pint is under $10. Come on, man. Flights. Man, you want to take a flight, nigga. Take you a flight. Don't. Man. And you be sitting up acting like you. Oh man, you know how y'all do. You like to put your little outfit on, go to the project, go over there, go around the way, go make your little hamburgers and shit. Go see your folks and all that. And you over there off that cheap ass liquor, man, having arguments and shit. You hate, you're sensitive. Can't nobody say shit to you. Oh God, niggas said something about your sneakers. You thought they were saying, what are those? Nah, they were saying, what's those, son? Like this. Nah, you all drunk. You like, what's those? What's those? Well, these Michael Jordan 31s. These the 31s. You know how you do. For real. The hungry I get, I'm stupid. I'm telling you. I think that was probably one of my reasons why I did all that time, man. I should have just been going to eat food like lunch and stuff and dinner. I was making bad decisions, man. Damn. Fuck, bro. Making bad decisions. I'm telling you. Damn it, man. I'm finna go eat though now. Pray for me. Love y'all. Peace and love.